What's good? It is Sam here, and today is day number 13 in terms of when I decided to actually get into wholesaling real estate. I am currently in South Carolina. If you're in the area, hit me up down below in the comments or on Instagram. But 13 days ago, I decided to do real estate wholesaling as part of a way to generate income so that I can take that and buy rental property. And in those 13 days, I've learned a tremendous amount, and I've been really moving the ball forward. So I want to document my journey on YouTube so that other people can see exactly what I'm thinking, but also the strategies that I'm using to get results. So that if somebody else were to do the same thing, they have a blueprint they can just follow in these videos. Exactly what I'm doing to get contracts, to get leads, to get shit done, whether it's a VA or it's hiring somebody or it's doing Facebook ads or YouTube ads or Instagram ads to get leads and setting up a website, all of that. So with that being said, if you want to follow along with this journey, make sure you press that subscribe button. And if this is your first time here, what's good? My name is Sam. For those of you who are returning, it is good to freaking see you. Okay, let's get into it. Today was a good day. Every day, I have a couple things that I like to do. So, first of all, I like to have my goals written down. So these are much more of the macro goals of where I'm going. Then from the macro goals, I actually have I have affirmations that I do, and I like to do them at least twice a day. And then the next is a to-do list. So every day I have a to-do list, and then tomorrow when I do my to-do list for tomorrow, I'm going to reference today's to-do list to see what I did not get accomplished and transfer it over, or ask myself a question: is it worthwhile to continue to keep this on my to-do list, or should I take it off? Am I going to do this, and is it going to bring a positive ROI to me, or am I just going to put this off again? Right? And I ask myself that question every day when I do that. Now, the strategy behind this, the idea is that these are actually all aligned, right? Remember how I said my goals? So I have my goals first. Then I have my affirmations. My affirmations are talking about how easy it is to accomplish my goals. Then from there, I've got action steps in terms of a to-do list that are supporting my affirmations, that are supporting my goals. So every day I'm doing my actions that are supporting my affirmations that are leading up to my goals. And to me, if I write down a goal on January 1st, 3 months later, that doesn't fucking mean dick. I should fucking wrote that down 3 months ago. Now, when you first wrote down your goal, you might have felt good about it. You might have been motivated. You might have been excited. So fucking write it down every fucking day. Multiple times a day. Write down your goal so you get that energy out into the world. Because that's what's going to that's what you need to increase, is that energy, so that you will actually take action towards that objective. So whatever you need to do to take that action, do it. It's fucking worthwhile. It's like, if you actually want to live the life you want to fucking live, the story you've been telling yourself up here, that's the only way you're going to do it. Guarantee fucking to you. So today, earlier today, got a bunch of stuff off of my to-do list, just miscellaneous, whether it's following up with the buyers or sellers and other things. I also have a new goal that I'm adding to my 90-day list, which is ending on May 21st. So I'm working on a bunch of different things, but every day I'm actually writing 1,000 words on a book. I'm also documenting it here. I'm doing it on TikTok and on Instagram and LinkedIn, all these other places, right? And there's a perpetual strategy of documenting this, but this I'm also writing down in about 1,000 words a day plus to create a book of going from, say, 0 to 100,000 in 90 days, to show people I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. All I'm doing is showing up every day. All I'm doing is taking action every single day. Putting in the work, as people like to call it, to move that needle forwards. And if I can do that, anybody can do that. Plus, with the book, if you show up somewhere and somebody hands you a card that's going to fucking inevitably end in the trash, and I was like, oh, I don't have a card, but I have a book, you immediately get authority. You immediately get trust. And that's the ultimate, because people are going to trust you because they think that you know what the fuck you're talking about because you have a book. Because that's the story they tell themselves. So you can use that as marketing by having a book, right? It's a very easy way to do that, to stand out from everybody fucking else who's going to be doing what you're doing. Because you're adding that layer of trust. People trust people more if they have a book that they've written for whatever reason, right? It adds trust. That's what it used to be, right? So, adding that on there, using that to allow myself to get in front of people. If you're going out networking and I'm going out networking, right? You can do one-on-one combat, right? Or it's not actually combat. You actually just have to give a shit about other people. That's all. But you going out networking, I want to be the person on the stage. So instead of doing 1-on-1, I can do 1-on-50, 1-on-100, 1-on-1,000. I want to be that person on the stage so that people are coming to me. Think about how much more efficient it is with my time. If I want to get bigger, then I need to be more efficient with my time. And if I'm doing 1-on-1, right, I'll do whatever I need to do, but work towards getting on that stage, because if I'm on that stage and I can talk to 50 people at a time, 100 people, 3,000 people at a time, they're going to come to me. The people who want to do business with me are going to come find me. Makes it a lot easier than trying to, network with every single person, which I will continue to do. But the leverage of 1 to 100 or 1 to 1,000 is way better than the leverage on 1-on-1. So today, did Driving for Dollars and potentially set in motion another partnership. So this, for people who are watching this video, might know what affiliate marketing is. Well, I don't think that is being utilized in this industry very much, if at all. And everybody wants to charge for knowledge, which is cool. Like, they got to feed their families, right? But what if you just paid for all the trainings and then you gave all the information for free through your perspective on what you've learned based upon the actions you're taking and whatnot? And think of like Gmail, right? Just the fucking biggest email provider, right? Or when something's free and they can provide value to the marketplace, what ends up happening? There's stuff in return. However that might manifest itself. So that's the route I'm going to be going. And I can bundle that all together and put it into a fucking video series or something like that. But it's going to be documented through here on YouTube, so make sure you press that subscribe button. I did Driving for Dollars this morning. The partnership that I was talking about is somebody who actually works with delivering packages, and they can keep an eye out for properties that are vacant and set up an affiliate, right? So that they can put in their address and then they can see to track the progress of where we are with each one of these properties. So say they upload the property, then, every week they'll get a report. They put in, say, 7 properties this week. All right, well, here are all of where we are. We've skip traced them. Now the next is calling them, the next is texting them, the next is emailing them, the next is reaching out to them on Facebook, the next is reaching out to them on LinkedIn, next is reaching out to them on Twitter, and just have this sequence that their leads go through so that, and then like if at any one point they get a contact, a yes or no, or like it's moving forward, that can just be a different option. And to really utilize the affiliate model in wholesaling. So I think that's going to be tremendous in putting more of those into place and structuring and actually creating the affiliate program. There's something, I think I got about 18 addresses for Driving for Dollars today. So that's going into the spreadsheet, just skip trace them and then reach out to them. I also reached out to a cold caller today to see how that would work, to put a cold caller in the Philippines in charge of, so having them make the cold calls for us. Also found a text messaging service. I don't remember the name, and I'm going to be learning a lot more about these in the coming videos. So if you guys want to, make sure you press that subscribe button. Text messaging service, which allows us to send out a massive amount of text messages. Obviously, it costs some money. And then my objective. So I also went to a RIA meeting today too, which is like a real estate association group of some sort or whatever. And I think for a lot of people, especially like somebody who's just starting out or something, is probably very, very, very valuable from a networking standpoint. And I talked to a gentleman who had been doing wholesaling as his route into real estate, and he had a buyer's list of about 1,000 people, and he's been doing it for about 5 years. So I was like, damn, I really need to fucking step up the total number of buyers that I have if I've got 5 to 10. So what I did was set a goal, which is also going to be in the 90 days, right? So I'm doing 0 to 90 days, right? And seeing how much I can generate through that time period, but obviously continuing after that. If he's at 1,000 over, and he's been doing it for 5 years. I asked him how long he'd been doing it. That'd be an average of about 250 per year. So I think through Facebook advertising and so through some other ways, I can actually get that to 1,000 by May 21st, 2020, or get even bigger than that, because I want to be able to, when I get a property under contract, to send it out to the buyer's list and have somebody right away. And my fingers are not like, there we go, not snapping, but I want to, as soon as I get a property under contract, be able to put it through to a buyer's list so it sells immediately, and I don't have to work on actually putting the effort through to go through and sell it. So that is also what I'll be updating in these videos going forward, is the size of the buyer's list, because if I have a larger buyer's list, then whatever I can get under contract, it will be a fuckload easier to sell. So if you guys are interested in following along with this journey, make sure you subscribe, press that thumbs up button so we can get this video in front of more people who are actually interested in doing this. Do you guys have any questions about any of this stuff? Let me know down below in the comment section. Or if you want to follow along with some other stuff, little behind the scenes, or just more of the daily activity essentially of what I'm doing, check on Instagram. There's a link down below, or on TikTok. I am also making videos and content on both of those platforms as well. So if you are interested, go check those out. And if you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link down below, and you can follow along. And I think I'm going to set up actually a time where I go live every single week, so we can have some discussions if other people are doing this and help each other out. So there's a link for Patreon down below if you are interested. Peace.